Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show, the Ecolinguist Live. This is the show in which we are going to talk to you guys. You just need to call in as usual. This is a call-in show. It's happening live. This is something that most of you are used to already. Thanks for coming. I actually see some people calling in already, so that's really cool. I thought that I'm going to take it easier this time, so I should just slow down a little bit. Yes, let me just see what's going on. Cool. So today we are going to slow things down a little bit because in the last stream that happened a few weeks ago, I think we were rushing things a little bit too much. So this time I will try to have maybe 2 or 3 people in at once, no more. So we can try to improvise some challenges that have less people involved. And maybe if you manage to call in, we're probably going to do 1 or 2 challenges together, and then we're going to let other people from the audience call. So if you are calling and you are not being accepted to the call, just stay on the line. And once we're ready to accept more people, we will get you in. But for all of you who are new to the show, this is a show that we make together. We improvise language challenges here. So if you want to participate, you will find a link in the description box, which looks something like it's going to take you to. Oh, I'm not sure if that's going to show you what I want you to show. It's going to take you to this kind of form that you need to fill in to register, and at the end of the process, you're going to get a link either through that form or you're going to receive it on your email. So if you registered for previous shows, the link stays the same, so you don't have to register again. No worries about that. But if you are new and you want to participate, you have to register first to do that. So yeah, let's go back to the main screen here. Okay. Yes. So guys, if you want to call in, you know what to do. Meanwhile, I just want to tell you that I last night I streamed on the Slavic Languages hub. I did some gaming there, so you are welcome to go and check it out. I did gaming in Czech, which means the game was in Czech and I was trying to understand it as a Polish speaker. So you are welcome to go and check it out. And let me see. Someone is calling in already, so let me add the first person. Okay, hello Magnus. You are about to join the stream. Let me just press the right button here. Hello, hi Magnus. We can't hear you for some reason. Or is it just me? We can't hear you for some reason. Or is it just me? We can't hear. Oh, I see what happened. Maybe you are watching the stream live because there was some feedback. So if you could try to live, yeah, there is a feedback there. Maybe Magnus, try to reconnect. Try to reconnect, okay? It might fix the problem. Good. There are some questions here. Actually, I switched the sides of the comments. And it's on this side now, so that's why I'm a little bit confused. Is there a number to play? Laura is asking. What do you mean number? I mean, if you want to call into the show, you don't actually need your mobile connection. Actually, I mean, you can use your mobile phone to call in, but you don't need to call any number. You calling into the software that I'm using for streaming, and the link you will find in the description box how to do it. So please try that. Um, Yeah, Mika is explaining. You are explaining the rules of the game. Someone explains the word, and other try to guess it. So basically, the formats we do here during stream uh, are different formats. Sometimes it's just like a classic Ecolinguist format where you have to guess words that are described to you in a language that belongs to your language family. So there is this kind of approach. We could also just do one-on-one challenges if we have less people, and that's what I want to do actually today. I would like to focus on smaller number of people, but accepting more calls. So I suppose you guys are still joining in, and you need a little bit more time uh, to be able to call, because I know maybe you just came back from work and you just found out that the stream is on, and you need some time to get ready for this. I see lots of people from yesterday's stream, which is super cool. The stream was on the Slavic Languages hub. So a fellow Slavic languages speakers are here. That's great. And Miguel, you're also here. I think I saw you during stream yesterday. That's great. So Miguel, are you learning Polish, or do you live in Poland maybe? What about making a video with all Slavic speakers? Hopefully one day we will be able to make it happen. I think that maybe growing the Slavic Languages Hub channel will help to make this happen, because usually it's very difficult to organize this many people that are able to come in into the meeting and record things. And the same happens with other language families, the Romance language family and the Germanic language family. If you missed the stream with updates that I did on Monday, I actually talked about that there. So I want to create different hubs for different language families. So we already have Slavic Languages Hub, but there is going to be Romance Languages Hub and Germanic Languages Hub as well, that are going to be mostly about live streaming and connecting with people that speak those languages natively, or maybe they're learning those languages and they want to just meet up and have some fun with languages. Okay. Aha, Miguel, mieszkasz w Polsce. You live in Poland. That's great. That's how you. That's why you speak Polish. What family language will be featured today? So today in this show, whoever is going to call in, we are going to improvise a language challenge with. So I see Magnus is trying to join, so I'm going to add him in a moment. And he is a speaker of a Germanic language. So let's see, maybe that's going to be helpful.
Can you hear me this time?
Yes, yes, we can hear you
Awesome.
now. Yes, great. Hello, Magnus. How are you doing?
I am doing great. And you?
Doing great as well. I'm glad you called. So maybe just so people who don't know you, could you introduce yourself? Tell us where are you calling from and what languages do you speak?
Yes. All right. Hello. My name is Magnus. I am a Dane from Denmark, but I'm calling from the United States. I think I have something up there. So you
Okay,
can watch it a little
okay.
bit. And yeah, I speak Danish, English, of course. I also speak a little bit of Spanish, French, and German. And I'm trying to learn Swedish. It's a sister language to Danish. So the biggest difference there is not about grammar or stuff like that. It's mostly about the words and the pronunciation. So
Okay, so we could improvise a language challenge featuring Danish, right? So you could possibly provide some input from this language. Great, and actually, Magnus, you are also a member of the Discord community, right? The Ecolinguist
yes,
Discord community. That's how we know each other. So yeah, we want to promote that community to you guys on the Ecolinguist YouTube channel. Come and visit us. You know, you will find the link in the description. Yeah, so maybe you could tell something about the Discord. Like, what do you like about the community there?
well, the Discord is a vibrant community with lots of different people speaking all sorts of different languages. There are lots of people in there asking for help with a language they're trying to learn. There are lots of people in there who wants to try out their new invented language, which is a combination of all sorts of things. It's very interesting. There are channels for all the language families, and so you can basically almost find a place for you no matter what you speak. And I'm sure you can have a good time in there with all the people.
Yeah, and actually, after our last stream, actually, lots of people moved over to the Discord voice channels, and they continued the games in the Discord community. So that was really
Yes.
cool. So maybe that happens today as well. We'll see. We'll see about that. Great. I see there is Ruben calling. Maybe it's the same Ruben that we talked to last time. We're going to see. Uh,
Hey,
yeah, let me just switch to this.
it
Hello.
is. Hi, Ruben.
Hey,
Hi,
hey, you
Ruben.
guys.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. How are you doing, Ruben?
Yes, I'm doing great, thank you. I've been busy and wait, it's bugging.
Oh no.
Oh, he'll probably going to call us back. But yeah, Ruben, he has a YouTube channel. I think it's called Ruben Reacts, and he speaks Dutch.
Yes,
So yeah,
and French.
actually Denmark and the Netherlands. I think he's from the Netherlands, but we have to
He
double check.
is, but he
Yeah,
also spoke French, I think.
yeah. So Denmark and the Netherlands are kind of close by. Like, what's your impression of the Dutch language, Magnus?
Dutch is almost like Danish. It has a little bit of German grammar in it, in that they have the verb at the end all the time. But and then all the consonants are shifted to ch and k, and the
Mm-hmm.
v becomes f, and that kind of stuff. But if you read it, it is a lot like Danish. And
Mm-hmm.
if you know a little German, you can basically almost understand what it says.
Okay. So on a this language continuum, language spectrum, would you say that Dutch is the closest to Danish from all the Germanic
No,
languages?
no, Norwegian is closest. Swedish is second closest, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Those we can basically understand each other and speak to each other. It
Mm-hmm.
has to go a little slow, but if we do, we more or less can understand. The Danes are a little bit the odd ones out because we have a very particular way of pronouncing everything, where we
Mm-hmm.
just kind of
Mm-hmm.
mumble everything, and and yeah, it's a little bit difficult for the Norwegians and the Swedish to understand us. because
Mm-hmm.
we kind of
Mm-hmm.
mumble a lot.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. So that's interesting. Let's get back to Ruben. Hello, Ruben.
Hey, you guys.
Hey,
Sorry,
Yes.
Ruben.
I pressed the wrong button by accident.
Yeah, that's fine, Ruben. So I wasn't sure. Are you from the Netherlands or are you from Belgium or Ruben?
From Holland, from Schiedam,
Okay.
and
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I also. Oh, do you hear me double or
No, no, we hear you fine.
okay?
Like, if you hear
Uh,
yourself double, maybe you need to turn off
I'll say
the
YouTube. Okay.
stream or just mute the stream on
Yeah,
your
I
YouTube
muted it.
page. Hmm.
Okay, so I live in Holland in Schiedam, which is the neighbor city of Rotterdam, and I'm also a YouTuber. Ruben Reacts. I love like Eurovision, international music. I love discovering languages, and people from other countries are always welcome to watch my videos and also discover other languages with me. And I also live stream Junior Eurovision. I did like Malta, Ireland, and they were speaking in Celtic and in Maltese, so it was very interesting.
Hmm.
And that's a way for me to discover languages like Eurovision, and
Hmm.
yeah, and Ecolinguist is epic for me. So yeah,
Great
I
to
love
hear
it.
that. That's cool. So, just remind us, what languages do you speak?
English is my like super. I speak like American English, basically because I know that like English is more refined, right? So I speak American English, let's say, Dutch, and then French, and those are my fluent languages.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's
My
cool. Uh-huh.
French is okay. Yeah, I would not say my French is really good as my English, but it's okay. It's good.
Okay, that's great. That's great. So I see that there are some people on the line.
Ah, yeah,
So maybe before we introduce them, I'd like maybe you to improvise a language challenge. You know the Ecolinguist channel's content, so you may kind of give a demonstration on
of course.
how this works. So,
Yeah.
Ruben, you don't speak Danish that well, right? Like, what's your
Not
exposure?
not
Mm-hmm.
super well, but if he speaks it, maybe I understand a few words.
Mm-hmm.
I might.
Yeah, so maybe the challenge would be, Magnus, you could come up with a description of a word, and in 1 minute you could explain that to Ruben.
I
Yes.
tried
Okay.
Polish because I did like Junior Eurovision final of Poland, but Polish is very funny but very complicated language. But I love Polish. I have
Okay,
like an
so
obsession.
do you have any understanding of Slavic languages, Ruben?
Well, I'm trying to learn it, but not at the time. Like not like how do you say? I learn bit by bit. I'm trying to learn my Greek. I'm trying to learn my Polish. So I'm just like trying to learn here and there some languages, but not like the base. I just learned it at school usually, but I didn't do any of those. So I'm sorry if I'm not
Okay,
like
so
yeah.
maybe later we can improvise something with Polish, but Magnus, if you have a word that you would like to present to Ruben,
Yeah, of
uh,
course.
and so
Yes.
the way it's going to work,
Hi,
because I decided
Magnus.
to change things up a little bit, so
Ta-da.
Oh, do I start?
window, not yet. I'm just kind of demonstrating how it's gonna look like. You're going to have 1 minute to explain the word, and you,
Yes.
Ruben, you want to try to answer and identify the word at any time. You can just try to guess, but try to
Okay,
respond in Dutch. Okay, just keep it in Dutch. You can ask clarifying questions.
for sure.
And once the 1 minute countdown is down, you're gonna stay in that screen, and you're just gonna try to uh, you can either switch to English to reveal the word, or maybe by
Hmm.
the time, but that time you're going to have the solution.
Okay.
So I just noticed that um,
Hey, everyone in chat.
uh, yes, great, you actually guys have access to chat in that
Yeah, I see it.
mhm, on the left. Okay.
Can I respond to people in chat? Is that possible?
No, I don't think you can respond.
I will just use my voice. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Danish and Dutch. Yes.
Okay,
Celtic.
so
Celtic. Oh, sorry, I pronounced it wrong. Celtic. Sorry.
Celtic, then Danish
Yeah.
and Dutch. Yeah, that's coming right now. So Magnus, whenever you're ready, we can start. So everybody, let's do this. 1 minute to explain the word, and Ruben try to guess it.
Okay.
Okay. Dette ord er en ting. Det er en lille ting. Du kan putte væske i denne ting. Du kan putte kaffe i denne ting. Og du kan drikke af denne ting. Du kan putte varme ting, varme væsker i denne ting og drikke dem. Du kan putte chokolade i denne ting. Du kan putte te i denne ting. Te med mælk.
Oh, ik denk dat ik het weet. Is het iets wat je, als je wakker wordt, je bent aan het slapen en je wordt wakker en het eerste wat je doet is eten? Is het ontbijt? Of?
Nej.
Nee? Okay.
Det er, du kan drikke af denne ting. Du kan putte kaffe i denne ting. Te, mælk, chokolade. Du kan også putte vand i denne ting og drikke.
Oké. Oké. Dus je kan er melk in doen, chocola. Oké. Dus dan zou het in principe. Het hoeft niet per se. Oké, dus het is of thee. Het is iets wat we drinken. Dus het is of thee. Is het thee?
Drikke, ja. Du kan drikke mælk, thee, kaffe, chokolade.
Oh, een kopje. Een kopje.
Ja!
Oh ja. Yay!
So yeah, it took longer than expected, but you got this, Ruben. Yeah. So
okay,
Ruben, yeah. What threw you off? What threw you off?
Because first I thought that he meant also in Dutch, in English. I thought he meant you just use it to drink tea, drink chocolate, or chocolate milk, or whatever. So I was thinking maybe breakfast. So that's why I was thinking first breakfast, and then I said, okay, I think I got it.
But then you said for sleeping, I think.
Yeah, like I was like saying in Dutch, like what the first thing you do when you wake up, when you sleep, after you sleep, it's to eat. So that's what I was referring to, the Dutch word ontbijt, which means breakfast. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. I did not get that. I thought maybe you thought it was a pillow.
No.
So I see, like sometimes, you know, when people start describing words, it could be anything. There's like so many potential answers, and usually, you know, by giving more and more information, you know, the number of possibilities just shrinks, and then you just reach the one correct answer.
That's true.
So that's great. That went well. So
maybe we should just say that it was a cup.
It was a cup. Yeah, I got that. So you say like koppa, or what's the
koppa.
What? How do you say that in Danish?
Cup.
Cup. And Dutch.
Kopje.
Yeah. And in
but
Polish.
Kopje in Dutch can also refer to something a bit more like sexual, so don't say that too much.
Just get it right.
Sorry.
And the Polish word is kubek. The Polish word is
kubek.
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 I love that.
Yeah. I would like to try a Polish challenge, because I think I have a feeling that Polish is, it's kind of neighboring to Denmark. It's a Slavic language though, but I would like to try.
We'll see about that. But actually, we have a guest waiting. Marie is waiting to join. So let's add Marie to the stream. Let me just press the button.
I would just say Mary.
That's going to work. Hello. Hi.
Hey, Mary.
Hey, Mary, where are you calling from?
So I'm calling from Germany. I'm from Northern Westphalia, basically an hour away from the Dutch border. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
that's great. And what languages do you speak?
I speak German with a dialect Colonian mixed up with a bit of Rhinish because I grew up in the Rhinish area, but Rhinish speaking area, but I also went to school in Colonian, so I speak this dialect, kind of. Then I
Mm-hmm.
speak Norwegian, which I learned since 4 years, and also Dutch, but I'm not very good at speaking it. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm diving into Dutch right now.
Okay. So, what kind of configuration we can have for the challenge here?
Norwegian? Or.
Norwegian, yes. I also sort of learned Danish, but
Yes.
not that much, and a little bit of Swedish too. So I
Okay.
understand Danish quite well when it's spoken slowly. So
So
and
you
Swedish,
understood what I said
So,
before?
yeah.
yes, yes,
Yes.
definitely.
Yes.
So in
So,
Germany, they have their own. They have their own dialect in Köln. I didn't know.
Yeah, in the city of Cologne, they speak
Oh,
Colonian
wow.
or Kölsch. Yeah,
I thought they
Okay.
and
just were good in doing carnival, but apparently they do more.
yeah, yeah. You define actually between it
Hmm.
belongs to the Riparian language group. So you have Colonian and
Ah,
Rhinish dialect, and Mosel
okay.
Franconian dialects.
Oh,
mhm.
okay. So there's a bit of French. Does that mean Franconian? What does that mean?
Yeah, we in Colonian you use a lot of French words, so
Okay,
French
yeah. Does
loan
it?
words.
Okay.
So maybe maybe it would be interesting if you, Marie, say something in that dialect,
I love
right?
Okay.
the name Mary. So
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
maybe, and we could see, because you guys, Magnus and Ruben, you know
yeah,
some German, right? So
yeah.
you studied it,
so
so like regular German wouldn't be a challenge for you, but maybe
No,
if you could, try to describe a word to them
okay,
in that
Colonian.
language. Yes. So
Yeah.
what we can do, I just want to
it's fine.
switch. I'm going to change the camera here. I'm gonna put Marie here. Okay. Yes. So Marie, whenever you're ready, you can just start describing the word.
Okay,
Do you already have a word in mind?
I have a word in mind. Yes.
Yes, and you guys, you just want to respond back in Danish and Dutch. Okay, so that's
Okay,
going to be a
Okay.
challenge for Marie
okay,
as well. Good. So
perfect.
whenever you're ready, guys.
Okay. Also das erste Wort op Kölsch, das ist ein Ding, das hat man in der Schlafkammer. So, wenn das kalt ist, das ist ein bisschen dicker, mit Daunenfedern gefüllt und
Er det en dyne?
äh, ja, so,
Een deken. Is het een
das
deken?
war's,
En
das war
deken.
sehr schnell.
Ja.
Ja,
Oh, sorry. You can
ähm,
do another word, and then this was just
so,
a warm up. Yeah.
should I tell in Colonian what it means in
Yeah.
Colonian?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So, yeah. So it's plimo, plimo.
Plummer.
Yeah, the French
Mm.
plimo, feather, and it's written. It's Germanized with Plummo.
Okay.
Okay, okay. So what word was it in English? Because for all of us who
Uh,
don't speak
it's
those languages.
the way. Yeah.
And Danish
Dyne.
and Dutch.
Oh, sorry. In English, it's duvet. Oh, I didn't know. I thought it was blanket. Okay. Deken. Deken.
So because we differ between a normal wool blanket and a Plumeau. The plumeau is filled with feathers, so it's warmer than a
Yeah.
blanket.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so duvet sounds French, yes.
Yeah. That's the French Lombard thing.
Yeah, like Mrs. Bucket. Yeah, like Mrs. Bucket. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that sounds great. So maybe you guys could do another one because this one seemed
Yeah.
seemed
Yeah.
easy. Mhm.
That was
Good
an
idea.
easy one.
So let's do that. Yeah, whenever you're ready.
So, dat nächste Wort op Kölsch, dat is een Frucht. De Frucht hat een Kern. Um den Kern rum ist orange-rotes Fleisch, Fruchtfleisch. Und das sind so rote Fädchen, die jon in das Fruchtfleisch rein. Und die Schale, die Hück, die ist ganz weich und samtig. Ja, und die Frucht ist süß. So, das ist es.
Okay, så det er en frugt
Ja.
med en kerne,
Ja,
og
Orange.
Ja,
orange-rot.
is het een grote... Is het een grote...
Das ist
een grote
rund.
vrucht? Ja?
Ja,
Oké.
das ist rund und man kann das auch in Platt finden, in de Supermarkt. Ja.
Oh, oké. Is het heel zoet?
Huh?
Is het heel zoet? Is het een hele
Ja.
zoete vrucht?
Ja, dat is zoet. Ja.
Oké, en is het een grote vrucht of een kleine vrucht?
Dat kan rund zijn, aber ook plat.
Oké.
farven på denne frugt er rød eller grøn?
Orange-rot.
Orange. Orange?
Nee, keine Orange, aber
Keine Orange.
dat
De kleur is oranje?
Ja, oranje met dat, aber das Dingen hat, de Frucht hat rote Fädchen in der Form, die gehen von der Kern in dat Fruchtfleisch rein. So,
Oh, ik zit te twijfelen tussen een avocado
Nee.
of... nee?
Dat hat eine ganz weiche Schale. Samtig, plüschig, weich.
Wijs.
Weich.
Wijs? Wijd?
Weich.
Oké.
Weich.
Wit.
Wit,
Oké.
oké.
Det har
Weich.
kerne.
Ja,
Har det én kerne eller flere kerner?
ein Kern.
En
Und
kerne.
Der Kern hat ganz viele Rillen.
Rullen.
Rullen. Så den kan rulle.
Should I tell it now in English or the word in English? I don't know if.
Nee, is de mango? Is de mango?
Og peach.
Der Kern ist ein bisschen so.
Okay. Is it a peach? Er det en fersken?
Ja.
Okay.
So, the Colonial word is Plüschproben.
Pløsproben.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plüsch.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what is that then? How does it translate to English?
I think it's a peach.
Peach. Yeah, peach.
Peach. Okay. So how is that again in Colonian?
Plüschproben.
And
Plüschproben.
Danish?
Fersken.
And Dutch?
Persik.
Okay. And in Polish it's brzoskwinia.
Brzoskwinia.
Brzoskwinia. Yes.
Brzoskwinia.
German.
Brzoskwinia. Okay.
So standard German would be Pfirsich.
Mhm.
But we say Plüschproben in Colonian because Plüsch is the soft skin around it. And the Proben is from the French word prune.
Mhm.
Prune.
Ah, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
prune. Yeah.
For plum. For plum, so you have a soft plum kind of.
Okay. Yes. So guys, what do you think about the Colonian uh,
It
dialect?
I think I understand a lot of it as a Danish
Yeah.
speaker, and I also know a little German, so it seems quite easy to me. Yeah.
What
Yeah,
about you, Ruben?
yeah, I find it sounds like German with a little bit of French, and then a little bit more simplistic than like usual German. I think that's my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. So, Marie,
For me to understand.
what do
Sorry.
you think? Like, how did they do? Like, did they get it all right?
Yeah, I think so because I think at the beginning the first one was quite easy. The second one was a little harder because yeah.
There are many fruits, and I was in doubt about the color in the beginning. It's round with one,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then I asked just to be sure. I wanted to know: does it have one? What do you call it?
Yeah,
Core
it's one in German it's Kern.
Kerne.
So yeah.
Somebody in chat says it's a bit like Dutch from Limburg. I don't know if that's true, but that's what they
Oh,
say.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the region is pretty close. I think Colonian is right. So we have Aachen, Cologne, and it's quite close to the Belgium-Dutch border.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's great. That's great. Uh, that went very well, guys. So that was cool. I see
Hmm.
there are more people calling in, and I see they
Okay.
are mostly Romance language speakers, and
Oh,
there is one Bulgarian speaker. So maybe we would switch now to Romance languages for a little bit. Marie, do you speak any Romance language? I forgot.
I have I had like 4 years French and Latin at school,
Uh
but
huh.
I'm not really good at speaking French,
Uh
and I
huh.
kind of got into Esperanto, but yeah.
Okay, so you know what we're going to do? We are going to add some more people right now. I'm just going to switch to my solo view here. But you guys, maybe Ruben
yeah.
and Magnus, you can disconnect for now, and we can maybe connect later on if there is some time.
Yeah.
You know. So thanks for today, Marie.
Yeah.
You can
Sure.
stay, and we will
Okay.
see. We will see. Maybe you will be able to participate in some challenges
Yeah, I
still.
will go in the chat
Yeah.
and I will just talk with people and hang out. Yeah.
Yes.
All
So,
right.
so
Okay.
see you in a bit, and I will.
And thank you guys. And don't
Thank
forget to watch
you.
my channel. Bye bye.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Great. So I'm going to add Theo now. Theo. Yes. We can't hear you yet, but we cannot hear you yet. But don't worry. Don't worry. I'm going to add you soon. And there is also Leonardo waiting. So you just guys wait for a little bit. Okay, hang on the line. And yeah. Oops, I don't remember what I did here. So I think if I press it here. Hello there.
Hello.
Hi, Theo. So you are live
Yeah.
now. You're live now. So Theo, let us know where are you calling from and what languages do you speak?
Yes. I'm calling from Brazil, and I live in Brazil, and my native language is Portuguese.
Okay, yeah. And do you speak any other languages except English, of course?
Well, yeah. Wait. Sorry. The orientation here on the camera is a little weird because if I turn this way, yeah, it's a little weird.
I can
I'm gonna
mirror it
try
for
this.
you if you want.
Okay. Yeah.
If that's
That's much
better, yeah,
better.
yeah.
There you
Okay.
go. Now I can orientate myself back. Yeah. I don't really speak like any other language fluently other than Portuguese and English, though. The second language I speak the most is like French because I had like 5 years of French, so I can still communicate a little bit in French. though my listening is much better than my speaking and my reading.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say I just understand languages better than I can speak them. So I can communicate with like people from other Romance languages very well, but trying to get me to speak them is.
But you can understand them.
challenge.
Okay, I see. So maybe we could try this thing with. Let me see. With Marie, actually. Oh, actually, I should.
Hello?
Change, I will. Yeah. Hello, this is Marie.
Marie?
Let me just change some things up here. Yes. So you know what, guys, we can do one challenge maybe. Marie, you said that you studied some French. You know, maybe you could try to understand Portuguese. You know, in one challenge. You know, it's
And Brazilian Portuguese at that.
Okay, I can see if I get something.
Yeah, you know, this is not, you know, there is no wrong answers here, so you can just like experiment. We can perform an experiment here. So Theo, if you could like come up with a word description for Marie, and then I'm going to let you explain that for like 1 minute. And Marie, you can ask some questions maybe in French, but if you don't feel like if you feel like maybe it's too much to speak French, just try to listen. You know?
Yeah. I better say my French is I understand like 40% when spoken, but I'm not that good at speaking it itself. So
you know what? You can just answer in
English.
Yeah, you can just you know, ask for clarifying questions in English, but that's going to be harder for Theo, because Theo, you need to remember not to switch to English. Just stay in Portuguese. No. Yes.
Totally Portuguese.
For the challenge. Okay, so let me just check one thing, like how does the framing work. Yeah, so you might need to Theo, you might need to adjust your camera a little bit so you are more centered. You know, I don't know if you're something like that.
There you go.
That would be great. Good. So Theo, do you have a word in mind that you'd like to describe? Okay.
Yes.
Good. So
I give my best shot.
Yes. Let's.
Ok. Então, este é um objeto, chama coisa, que nós podemos usar. Nós podemos usar para escrever nesta coisa. Nós podemos escrever. Então, nós podemos escrever usando outros objetos, como uma caneta, um lápis, ou esse tipo de coisa. Geralmente é uma caneta. É um objeto que é muito importante nas nossas vidas. Nós podemos usá-lo para mandar mensagens para as pessoas, para escrever notas, tipo avisos para pessoas que nós podemos botar, por exemplo, na geladeira, no frigorífero. Então, nós podemos escrever uma coisinha para avisar para as pessoas para fazerem alguma coisa. Nós podemos escrever listas, nós podemos escrever cartas, embora hoje em dia nós não escrevemos cartas tanto assim, porque nós usamos a internet para mandar mensagens. Mas nós podemos escrever cartas, nós podemos escrever livros. Livros usam esse material, esse objeto. Livros são feitos desse material, porque você escreve nesse material. Então, livros são cheios desta... É uma matéria... Não é uma matéria-prima, mas é feito de uma matéria-prima. Nós cortamos árvores para fazer este objeto. Nós cortamos árvores. As árvores...
So I got like it's an object, it's important, it's for the kitchen. Am I right? For the kitchen?
Não necessariamente para a cozinha. Nós podemos usar este objeto na cozinha quando nós botamos ele no frigorífero, mas nós colamos, nós botamos ele, tipo, na porta do frigorífero para deixar uma mensagem para outra pessoa. Tipo, a pessoa vai acordar, a pessoa tá dormindo, ela vai acordar e vai ver a mensagem escrito, tipo, por favor, faça isto.
So it's something to carry? Porta?
Uma coisa...
Carry?
É uma... A porta não é uma porta de carregar, é uma porta, uma coisa que você abre. A porta do frigorífero, né? Você abre a porta, né? Você abre a porta.
So it's not a verb, but it's a door. It's the door?
É uma porta. Então é uma porta do frigorífero e nós podemos botar este objeto na porta, deixar grudado, né? Com um adesivo. Nós podemos botar um adesivo.
So it's an object on the door? That's on the door? Yeah.
Nós podemos deixar na porta isso como um aviso.
Do you use it to open the door? Or
Não. É um objeto que você pode botar na porta, mas nós mandamos, nós escrevemos mensagens neste objeto. Geralmente, quando está na porta da geladeira, é pequeno, é um quadrado, é um quadradinho, uma forma quadrada. E nós escrevemos mensagens, tipo, nós escrevemos mensagem para pessoa que acordar e ver, saber que ela tem que fazer alguma coisa pra gente. Tipo, vai passear com o cachorro, com o cão, com o cachorrinho. Com o cachorro.
So it's for the dog. It's we call it, for example, cat clap. I don't know in German we have a word for it. It's in the door below, on the ground of the door, and the cat or the dog can walk through it.
Eu vou te ajudar melhor. É que vamos esquecer um segundinho sobre essa coisa da porta. O objeto que eu estou falando é um objeto que livros tem esse objeto. Quando você abre um livro, tem esse objeto nele todo. O livro é feito deste objeto. E este objeto é uma matéria, um material que nós conseguimos quando nós cortamos árvores. Nós cortamos árvores.
So it's a material that has something to do with the door.
Não tem a ver com a porta, não. Tem a ver com árvores. Nós cortamos árvores para fazer este material. Este material é feito de árvores mortas. Nós cortamos as árvores. Isso.
I'm not that sure, but I think so. It's definitely something with a door, and there is a material, or no, I'm out.
Yes,
but I understood. I got object, material, porte. I wasn't sure if it was the verb or the door, and yeah.
Yes, so I think that because you were confused about the word porta, then you went into that route, thinking about like doors.
Yeah.
But I think you Theo used porta just as an example of something, or it was like a door.
It's like I'm saying that the object, you can put it on a door, like the door to a fridge, but that's just an example of the use. But that's why I was trying to like veer away from that. I was trying to be like, no, let's forget about the door, because the door is not the important detail. It's just an example. Okay. But I guess I just confused her too much because I used the example of the door too much. But
yeah, definitely.
So what was it then, Theo?
It was papel. Because I was saying that you can write in paper like little notes, and you can leave it in like the door to the fridge. So then when the person wakes up, she sees on the door to the fridge the message that says like "Go walk the dog" or something. That's why I mentioned the dog. But then she started thinking that I was talking about a dog door, so I was like, okay, I gotta veer away from this.
Yeah, I actually didn't. I heard the word quadrato.
Yeah, I was
So
like, yeah.
I was confused at first.
Because I was saying that usually when you leave notes, it's a small paper that is more like square and regular.
Yeah.
Usually paper is, it's like this and it's more rectangle.
Yeah. So
But I was trying to say that it's like it's made from dead trees and books are full of those. Like books are made of this thing.
so
So
a blackboard in English then. Blackboard?
what?
I think you
Blackboard.
call it blackboard
Blackboard.
in English.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, blackboard. Yeah. Blackboard. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was paper, which is papel in Portuguese. Papel.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
How is it
La
in
Casa
German?
de Papel.
A la Casa de
So
Papel. Yeah.
in German it's called Pinnwand. Pin
Wow.
for to pin the things on the wood, and Wand for wall.
Aha, so you're talking about like a sticky note, or maybe in English would be
Yeah.
a sticky note. So how would that be in Portuguese? A sticky
Okay,
note.
so we just. I mean, I would just say papelzinho, like little paper. I would just say papelzinho.
Papelzinho.
But I guess some people would say like notinha, like little notes. I don't really know what the official name for it is because I don't really use these sticky notes. But I guess some people would just say like, deixei papelzinho pra você. Like I left a little paper for you.
In Polish we would say karteczka, which is like a little page or something like that. Or a little page. Uh-huh.
So we call in German the little note Notiz. So you can also say Notizwand.
Notizwand. Like note on the wall. Yeah.
Yeah. Papelzinho sounds like a football player.
Oh, definitely. No, but we in Brazil, we love giving just these weird nicknames to football players. So definitely it would be like, gol do papelzinho. And everyone would just accept it.
Yeah, that's great. So how is paper in German? Paper?
Papier.
And in Polish it's papier.
Yeah, we write it with IER at the end.
Yeah. We do PAPEL, and then whenever a word ends like with a consonant, we have to pronounce that syllable. So that's why it's not like papel, but papel. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So that went well. So kudos to you, Marie, for trying. The Portuguese. Yeah, it was like one big rabbit hole. It felt like we just like dropped in there, but that was cool.
But I can understand the confusion because like porta, like you don't call a door like porta in French. You say like porta is like the verb. So I guess, but that's why I was trying to like do the like you open it. So it's a porta. But she did understand that it was a door. Yeah.
I was sort of referring to the French word porte.
Oh, porte. Yeah.
Porte is the door, but also to carry.
Yeah, to carry.
Yeah, that's great. So I think that we can add one more person, and I know for a fact that Leonardo, I think he speaks Italian. So maybe Marie, we can disconnect now with you. Thank you so much for participation, and we're going to switch to more Romance languages now. So thanks for calling, and you, Theo, stay with us.
Thanks, I could join in. See you.
See you. Thank you.
See you.
So Theo, just stay with us. I'm going to add Leonardo now. I think it's going to be this. Leonardo, I can't see your... Okay. Leonardo, so if you could maybe move your camera into horizontal position, like this, that would be helpful. Okay, just like that, and let me just add you as a guest number 2. And I see other people calling. There is Miguel, Arteboy, and Kalayan. So you guys just stay on the line for now. Maybe we'll have time for another challenge, but let's move to here. Oh, let me. I'm lost. No. Oh no. I'm completely lost. Here we are. Yes, this is the right one.
Hello.
Yes, hello, Leonardo.
Hello.
Hi. Oh wait, I am shifted. Could you shift me, please? Could
Okay.
you shift me because I have wait. I think you should shift me because I am on my phone because I have issues with my computer. So if you could move my image to the center, it would be fine.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be fine. Yes, so Leonardo, tell us where you're calling from and what languages do you speak.
Well, again, for the people who weren't joining in the last live stream, I am calling from Italy. I am Leonardo. I am half Italian, half Dutch. And I speak around 8 languages. So it's Italian, English, Dutch, French, and European Portuguese at a quite good level. Then I have German, a tiny little bit of Chinese, and a tiny little bit of modern Greek available for challenges and experiments. Yeah, let's dive into it.
Yes, so Leonardo, since you speak very very good Portuguese, I think maybe a good idea would be you describing a word to Theo, because Theo, you don't speak Italian, do you?
Well, no, but I can understand Italian, like I said, you know.
Yeah, but you haven't studied it like for a long time.
Yeah.
You haven't studied it,
Mhm.
so that's the idea. Okay, so so Leonardo, do you think you will be ready to describe a word to Theo in Italian? Do you have a word, or maybe you need some help finding it?
I have it. Ce l'ho, andiamo.
Okay, let's do that then. So let's.
Allora, Teo, in genere un oggetto che si trova in strada, nelle grandi città, ai lati della strada. Si tratta di oggetti normalmente abbastanza grandi. Le persone ci possono entrare dentro, dipende un po' dalle situazioni, la funzione può essere veramente diversa, possono essere grandi, possono essere piccole e veramente l'utilizzo può essere amplissimo, ci puoi lavorare, ci puoi abitare, ci puoi studiare, ci puoi acquistare delle cose. Ecco, ho finito la mia descrizione. Penso che tu abbia potuto capire per bene.
Ok, então é um objeto que a gente encontra não é na estrada, mas é tipo do lado da estrada, perto de estradas, certo? Perto de ruas.
Esattamente. Sì, scusa,
Ok.
stavo rispondendo in portoghese. Esattamente.
Então, eu originalmente pensei que você estava talvez se referindo a uma tipo, caixa telefônica, onde as pessoas podem entrar e fazer ligações, porque está do lado da estrada, tá na calçada. Mas eu acho
Deve
então que você
essere.
que você disse que as pessoas podem trabalhar, as pessoas podem estudar, as pessoas podem morar. Então, eu acho que você está falando de um prédio, um edifício.
Esattamente. Vedo che ci sei arrivato in maniera abbastanza intuitiva. L'idea della cabina telefonica, della cosa, effettivamente poteva essere. Ti ha forse sviato il fatto che l'idea anche in portoghese del Portogallo di un lato de rua, un lato da strada, è più l'idea di una cosa appartata, non molto visibile, piuttosto che un qualche cosa di vistoso.
Uhum. Sim, sim. Quando realmente no português, quando a gente usa uma expressão tipo do lado da estrada, a gente pensa mais que essa coisa tá na calçada, tá literalmente do lado da estrada, né? Mas é um prédio.
Sì, 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 sì. Questo
Uhum.
anche in Europa, sì, anche in Portogallo.
Yeah, okay. So for people who don't speak Italian and Portuguese, what was it? What was the word?
It was
Building.
building, prédio in Portuguese.
In Italian, it's
Edif- edificio.
Yeah.
Edificio.
edif.
Well, the
No,
word, it's interesting because the word, I actually, a couple of, until 1 month ago, I started to explore the Brazilian variant of Portuguese and starting to learn a bit of both. Really, the word prédio wasn't, I really didn't know what that was because the word prédio is strictly Brazilian. I mean, if I'd
yeah.
been in Portugal, I would say é edifício.
We also use edifício also in Brazilian Portuguese. I don't know if they are strictly synonyms. Like when I hear edifício, I just feel for some reason that there's a different meaning, a slightly different meaning. Like if you told me that this was an
Well,
edifício, I would feel it. It's less generic than prédio. Like prédio is more generic, and edifício to me feels it's more like those big buildings, like a
yeah,
government building. You know. Yeah.
can be, can be. Even though to me, I talked a bit about it with people from Portugal and Brazil. For me, it feels more like a bit of the difference that there is in feeling between o talho in Portugal and o açougue in Brazil.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just different
Yeah,
words.
yes, that's interesting. And in Polish, it's budynek.
Budynek.
A budynek. Okay, interesting.
Budynek.
Yeah, so
No,
it
because
has
I am
this
trying to
bud
explore some Polish too. So yeah.
Yeah,
part. Yeah,
budynek.
budynek. Yeah. So generally speaking, Theo, what was your impression of Italian? Like, was it like super easy to understand, or was there something that threw you off?
Well, yeah, like there wasn't really anything that threw me off, but like whenever I hear like these the other Romance languages, I just get this anxiety where I feel like they're gonna be speaking and like all the syllables are gonna mesh together and I'm not gonna understand. But thankfully, he spoke very very clearly because I mean, obviously,
Well,
this is the purpose. This is for the purpose of the game, but yeah, like it was easy to understand because usually when
well,
I hear Italians or like other like Romance language speakers, they just smash all their syllables together, and I can't
well.
understand a lot.
Smash the syllables together. I gotta stop you, because if you're talking about French, Spanish, Portuguese, I agree with smashing the syllables down together and swallowing the words up and connecting them together and creating something barely understandable for people. But I think that, in my opinion, we in because of the fact that in Italian, we have a fairly transparent phonetic system.
Yeah,
We tend to pronounce every single syllable. Maybe the fact that people speak really fast throws people off, but we
yeah,
don't swallow the words up or something like this. That doesn't happen. Never.
true, true, true.
Yes, that's good. So I think Leonardo, you speak Spanish, right, as well?
Portuguese, Portuguese.
Portuguese, but do you also speak Spanish or not really?
I not really know.
Have you ever studied Spanish?
I know.
No. Okay. That's fine. And what about you, Theo? Did you study Spanish at any point?
Yeah, like I studied a lot of Romance languages at various points, but I always kind of gave up after a while. I do remember for a while I did not want to learn Spanish because I did have this mentality of it's pretty much the same language, like it's just the same language but with different words. But then I
Porque o
Okay.
mesmo idioma, não é exatamente o mesmo idioma.
Yeah, so okay, guys. So what we're gonna do now? Because I see there's Miguel calling. So I assume that he speaks Spanish. I'm not sure exactly where he's calling from.
Well,
Because actually, when
I
you guys when you are entering the stream, please like write the language you speak. What is your native language, basically? So I always have an idea like, are you a good fit for that particular
well,
set of people?
Norbert,
Yes.
if it's the Miguel I know, because I knew a Miguel in the Discord community, he is Portuguese, native Portuguese speaker, but speaking really good Spanish. So
Okay, so
yeah.
you know what we're gonna do? Let me add Miguel for now. So Leonardo, I'm going to put you to a green room for now. Maybe I'm going to add you in a moment, just so I have less people on the screen at one time. Okay, but just don't go anywhere. Don't disconnect. I will add you.
But
Yes.
so I'm going to stay, and you're going to add me later on, right?
Yes. So just don't go anywhere. You're just going to be in the green room, so we won't be able to hear you. Okay, but I will let you know when you are back live. Okay, let's add Miguel. One moment. I need to go back here. Okay, Miguel, so you're about to join us. Here we are. Miguel, can you say something?
Hello, hello.
Yes.
Dzień
Hi,
dobry, dzień
Miguel.
dobry.
Dzień dobry. Oh, Miguel, you speak Polish. You speak Polish. Like, how come you speak Polish?
Trochę mówię, mieszkam tu w Warszawie.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So that might be useful later on. But tell us, where are you from originally? What languages do you speak?
I'm from Mexico. Currently living in Poland, and I speak Italian in a communicative level, a bit of French and a bit of Polish, and English, of course. Yes.
So have you ever studied Portuguese?
Never. I was working for 2 years in a Polish company in Mexico City, so I was in touch with Portuguese language, but never studied, never before.
Okay, good. So what we can do here, I think, maybe we could do 2 rounds. One when Miguel is trying to understand Portuguese. Okay.
Okay.
So Theo, you could think of a word that you would describe to Miguel, and then we could switch it, and Miguel, you could describe a word in Spanish to Theo. But you can guys raise the level a little bit, because we know that Portuguese and Spanish are kind of very close. So you can think of a word that is a little bit more abstract, maybe, just giving you some ideas.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. So do you guys have words in mind?
The tricky thing is trying to think of a word that is not going to be the same in Spanish that I don't know, because I don't know all the words that are the same in Spanish.
Yeah. So you have to like maybe reach further. Try to maybe work with association. Through association, you think of like a simple word and try to like take it to a higher level of abstraction. So to speak. Meanwhile, I'm just going to prepare the windows there. Miguel, what about you? Do you already like have an idea for a word?
Yes, I think I have a good one. I think I have a good one.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So we can actually start maybe with Miguel describing a word to Theo, and Theo, maybe that will inspire you in some ways to come up with your word. So usually the 1 minute thing, I think I was just actually going to take it out now, but try to keep it kind of short, and yeah, whenever you're ready, we can start. Okay.
Vale. Esto es una palabra relacionada con las mujeres. Las mujeres lo utilizan cuando quieren salir a una fiesta, ¿ok? Y es básicamente se encuentra en el baño o cerca de un espejo y ellos lo utilizan en el cabello. Lo utilizan para modificar la forma en que el cabello se encuentra y utiliza electricidad, sí, utiliza electricidad. Y puede ser para cambiar la forma del cabello de lacio a una forma china, ok?
Ok. É uma coisa que as mulheres usam no cabelo quando elas vão sair. E elas usam essa coisa no banheiro. Eu tô entre duas coisas. Porque usa eletricidade, certo? É só
Sí,
que uma dessas
sí.
coisas eu não sei como é que. Ah, não, pera! Ok, agora eu acabei de me lembrar como é que se fala a palavra em português. Ok. Uma coisinha que as pessoas que as mulheres usam no cabelo, certo? Então. Ou é um secador de cabelo, ou é uma chapinha que elas usam pra, tipo, alinhar o cabelo. Tipo,
Ah,
aquele...
sí,
É
sí,
um ferro
súper,
quente?
súper.
É um ferro quente?
Sí, sí, sí. Son
É
unas
isso?
pinzas, unas pinzas para estilizar el cabello,
Ah,
sí.
pinças, Aqui a gente fala chapinha.
Okay, so what was the word in English then, Miguel?
Sí, 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 yeah, it's correct, it's correct. It's this stylizer.
Okay, there are some people suggesting hair dryer or styler.
Yes, yes,
It's
styler.
specifically it's that, you know, the two like things that you use to like straighten your hair, and it uses like
Mhm.
heat, so you like pinch the hair and it like heats the hair up.
Maybe it's it's
Yeah.
it's a
Yes, yes, a
straightener
styler,
possibly.
yes.
Straightener.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I just actually remember why we call it chapinha in Portuguese, because chapa is our word for like a grill or like a thing that heats up. So it's a little thing that heats up. So it's a chapinha for the hair.
Yeah, in
There
Spanish
is a
it could be also
suggestion. Mhm.
tenazas.
Hair
Yes,
tongs.
tenazas it could be, yes.
Hair tongs, I
Yeah.
think maybe it's like a
Hair
more
tongs.
of an English native English way of saying that. But straightener, I think it's also used. I mean,
Straightener.
it's yeah. So that was good. That was pretty challenging. Yeah. So Theo, have you thought of a word in Portuguese
Yeah.
that you would like to
Yes.
use? Yes. So after that, actually, I'm just going to say that Kaloyan is calling from Bulgaria. So Kaloyan, meanwhile, you can think about a word in Bulgarian that you would describe to me and Miguel, because since Miguel speaks some Polish, we're going to try his skills in understanding Slavic languages. So that's coming after this thing. Oh, actually, I think I should just quickly change the setting here. I'm gonna do that. Okay, so steady, ready.
Ok. Então este é um objeto que você usa. Você usa geralmente quando vem alguma coisa pelo correio, por exemplo, uma encomenda, e o que vem no correio, né, pode ser uma caixa, por exemplo. E pode ser uma caixa que você precisa abrir, e pode ser uma caixa que está coberta de plástico, coberta de fita para proteger o que está dentro da caixa. Então você precisa de alguma coisa para tirar todo aquele plástico do caminho. Então você pode usar essa coisa para cortar em volta da caixa para poder abrir a caixa. É um objeto que não é recomendado que crianças usem, obviamente, porque é muito perigoso, é muito afiado, então elas podem se machucar. Então sempre um adulto está lá para usar. É um objeto que você usa para cortar caixas e abrir coisas. Você pode usar para cortar outras coisas, mas geralmente a gente pensa usar ele para cortar caixas que estão cobertas com plástico.
Ok, ¿de qué está hecho?
O quê?
What's made for?
Ok,
The
é um
material, the
objeto.
material.
É um objeto feito. Bom, tem duas partes, né? Mas a parte principal é feita de ferro, é uma lâmina de ferro, porque você usa esse objeto para cortar caixa. Não cortar a caixa, mas cortar a fita, o adesivo em volta da caixa, para abrir a caixa. Então, quando você pede alguma coisa pelo correio, pede alguma coisa online, por exemplo, essa coisa vai vir para você, uma encomenda, e ela vai chegar numa caixa, e você precisa abrir essa caixa, porque ela está cheia de plástico, cheia de adesivo, cheia de fita que eles usaram para guardar o objeto. E aí você precisa cortar em volta desse plástico. Então, você usa essa lâmina bem afiada para cortar, e é perigosa. Você tem que saber manusear, porque ela é muito afiada, então você pode se cortar, e você corta em volta.
Sí, creo. I think it's like we call it cúter.
Cúter. Sim,
It's a cúter. In Spanish, I call it cúter. Cúter. It's like like a razor blade. It could be as well, right?
Yeah. So yeah, no, I think you got it right. Yeah, box cutter. Yeah, but in Portuguese we say estilete, which is like a stiletto in English, but a stiletto in English is for high heels. So, but yeah, estilete, and it is the thing that you use to cut boxes open. You can use it to cut other things, but usually we use it for boxes. Yeah. So
and it's a plastic. It's like this plastic stuff, and inside has this blade, right?
And
yeah,
it's
a cutter.
Yeah. You have to force the blade up, and it's very dangerous. Obviously, I always, as a child, would be like, because my dad has one of those, and I would always be like, "Oh, I want to use it," and he was like, "No, you're gonna hurt yourself." So,
that was very specific. Yes.
Yeah, that was very specific. Cúter.
Cúter. In Spanish, it's called cúter.
There is a suggestion in the comments, like a trinchetta or something like that. Does it sound familiar?
Trinchetta.
No, is it Spanish?
Where does that person or where
Thomas,
that person come from?
let us know where this word comes from. It sounded kind of Spanish to me. I mean, looks, but maybe it's not.
Or trinchetta. If he's referring to a Portuguese variety, then I don't know that word either. I always just call it estilete.
Estilete. That's the
estilete. Yeah, there you go.
And in Spanish, it's just a simple cúter from cut, so, cutter.
Yeah.
But for example, if it's for cards, for letters, we call it abre cartas. If it's for boxes, abre cajas. Yes, but it's a cúter.
That's true. Yeah, I think we also say like abre cartas because I always just use it for boxes. So, but I guess we also just call it abre cartas if it's for letters. Yeah.
Yeah, Laura knows that abre cartas.
So it's cúter as in like, so it's C-U and T-E-R and then there's an accent on the U.
Cúter. Sí.
Oh, cúter. Okay, yeah.
I saw it somewhere in the comments. Someone spelled that in Spanish. Laura, you speak so many languages. Yes, so that's how it's spelled. Yes, that's cool. That's great. So, what was your impression, Miguel? Did you get Portuguese all right, or did you struggle?
No. I didn't struggle at all. It's just like sometimes in Spanish we use like English words and we just modify how it's written. So I was trying to think about another word like abre cartas, for example. But yes, I completely got the word he was talking about. Yes,
I do admit that this round I tried to speak just a little bit faster because I felt like if I was speaking slowly, I felt like, I can speed it up a little bit. But then I thought that I had maybe confused you too much. But, nice to know that you didn't struggle.
That's great. That's great. So guys, I think that we are ready to move on to Slavic languages now because we have a caller from a speaker of a Slavic language calling in. So Theo, you don't know any Slavic languages, right?
No, yeah. I do admit that your videos on Slavic languages have kind of gotten me used to a few words here and there that when I know, I'm just like, yeah, I know what they're talking about. But overall, no, I'll do very poorly if I stay here.
Yeah, so we're going to add a Bulgarian speaker now. So thank you, Theo, for now. But Miguel, you stay because actually I'm curious about your story with Polish, the Polish language. So Theo, thank you so much for today. Have a great rest of the day, and next week there is another show on Wednesday again. So thank you so much, Miguel, Theo, and Miguel stays. Okay, Miguel stays. I'm just going to move people around a little bit. Yes, so. Kaloyan, you're going to join us now. Oh, it didn't work for some reason. Now, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Can you hear me well?
Yes, we can hear you well.
Great.
So tell us
where good to be back again on a stream. I remember my last participation in one of the Slavic Languages Hub live stream. That was super fun.
Yes.
So I'm glad to be back again.
Thanks for calling back. So today, actually, I didn't expect to do a Slavic show today, but because Miguel also speaks some Polish, I think I thought that this is a great opportunity. It's like a great link between the Romance languages section of the stream into the Slavic one. So maybe before.
So it's kind of nice that there's this convenient bridge between what we've done up until now and what we're about to do. So that's cool.
Exactly, it's like a segue. So Miguel, could you tell us a little bit about your experience with Polish and how long have you been living in Poland, or how long have you been learning Polish?
Yes, I've been living in Poland for 9 months already, and about my progress, I think it's pretty hard for native speakers from Spanish or English because it's different. But yes, I'm trying my best. So these 9 months I've been learning by myself, not school, just by myself. A lot of input, that's all. Yes.
Okay, that's great. And you have never studied any other Slavic language before?
Yeah, no, never. This is the first one, and I think it's going to be the last one because it's pretty hard. It's going to take a life to learn pretty well. Yes.
Let's see. What about Kaloyan? Have you studied Polish? I think you mentioned something during last stream that you've been dabbling in Polish, right?
Well, mostly from your videos, but in general, I have a few. I've met a few Polish students, fellow students, because unlike last time, I'm now calling from the Netherlands, from the city where I study from. So yeah, a warm welcome from Eindhoven in the south of the Netherlands. And what you're seeing behind me is actually my dorm. So
okay, that's what do you study?
I'm studying ICT with a focus on media design, but I'm in a specific kind of semester at the moment. It's kind of related to what I'm studying, but not really at the same time. It's weird, but yeah, I'm enjoying my time here, and I also recently started working here, so that's
great. So you're very busy then.
Yeah, and also I'm getting more and more exposed to Dutch, which is a language that I'm trying to become better at. So working at a predominantly Dutch speaking environment, like a retail store, like a supermarket, it's the perfect place to kind of be exposed to the language and pick up on it after a while, after some time.
That's great. And a fun fact from Miss Demi: there is an airport in Eindhoven. So if you guys were wondering, there is an airport there. You can fly.
I'm hoping you're not planning on stalking me. Because that would be not a good idea.
The Eindhoven is kind of small, right? Or a small town, isn't it?
compared to the rest of the Netherlands, it's comparatively smaller. Yeah, it's I think the 5th or 6th largest city in the Netherlands, if I'm not mistaken. So
Okay.
yeah, but it's
Okay.
primarily a student city, and it's kind of hailed as the innovation center of the Netherlands, which I'm not sure if there are any fellow Dutchies in the chat to confirm this, but that's what I've been hearing about Eindhoven. So
Okay. That's interesting. I don't know. People. The airport is next to the army base. Sidewalk Astronomy Netherlands says.
oh, I didn't even know that there was an army base around here.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Cool. I'm just going to change the setting a little bit here, just because I think that we can stay on this screen for the challenge.
Yep.
So Kaloyan, if you come up with a word that is not too difficult, so Miguel also has a chance to get it, because actually Bulgarian is one of the most difficult languages for Polish speakers to understand.
I agree. Comparing Bulgarian to Polish, it's like comparing not German, but English to the most difficult Germanic language you can find, basically. It's like they're polar opposites, essentially, but they come from the same root. So it's very interesting how both languages have diverged in such a big way that, well, in written forms, they're quite closer, but in spoken form, yeah, there's quite the big difference between the two.
Let's see if Romance languages has something to do, right?
With Bulgarian. We'll see. Yes. So Kaloyan, whenever you're ready, you can start describing it in Bulgarian to us. And you, Miguel, and me, we will be asking questions in Polish, maybe to clarify things and stuff like that.
I'll try not to use any contractions while I'm speaking, because in the part of Bulgaria where I'm from, we have this. I'm pretty sure it's common all across the country, but we tend to contract certain parts of the sentence when we're speaking quickly. So in the very informal scenarios. So I'll try to speak in the most, kind of in a mix between formal and, so as to not create any additional confusion. Like a person who spoke Italian, I forgot his name, Leonardo. Yeah, like he mentioned that French and stuff and other Romance languages are kind of known for meshing syllables together. So I want to try and avoid that for this challenge.
Yeah. I think speaking slower and with pronouncing full words would be helpful.
Yep.
So whenever you're ready, you can start.
All right. So, да, сега превключвам на български. Така, думата, която съм намислил, е сладкиш. Това е сладък продукт, който се продава в супермаркетите. И продава се из целия свят. Има много различни форми, но най-често срещаната от тях е под формата на кръг, с отрязана дупка в средата, и най-често върху него има глазура. Сладка глазура в различни цветове, която понякога определя и вкуса на този продукт, на този сладкиш. В Америка са много популярни, както и в много различни държави в Западна Европа. Друг вариант на този сладкиш е малък печен, малка печена тестена топка с пудра захар отгоре, която, да, по-малък вариант са на този продукт. Но най-често срещаната форма е кръгла с дупка в средата.
Ale nie pokazuj. Bez gestów.
Da,
w porządku. Ja myślę, że dużo zrozumiałem. i chyba mam już nawet typ. Miguel, czy masz pomysł, co to może być?
Myślę, że może być coś na piekarnia, może być. Takie, jak powiedzieć to po polsku? Takie donut, może być.
Aha, to już jest twoja odpowiedź, tak? To jest twoja odpowiedź? Tak? Ja mówię, że to jest pączek.
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 Я думал, это куркату торсек, да.
I po bułgarsku to będzie?
На български думата е поничка.
Poniczka. Bardzo dobrze. Pączek, Bulgarian.
Поничка.
And Miguel, jeszcze raz, co to będzie po polsku?
Pączek.
Pączek, właśnie. Okay, good. So we can switch back to English just for now, just so we can discuss this in more detail.
Yep.
Miguel, let's start with you. Like, what did you understand?
Yes, I understand. It's a product that you easily can find in a supermarket, and it's very popular in America. So yes, but I was thinking about a donut because I understand by there is nothing in the middle and it's decorated, in the top with some stuff, right? So
Yep.
I was thinking about a donut. I think in Polish pączek it's like a bowl. So I wasn't thinking in pączek, but yes, it's that was my guess. I mean, I think I completely understand everything.
Yeah.
My only question it was if you can find it in a bakery store. If it was in a bakery store, it was pączek. It was donut. Yes.
Yes. So I think what we had here a little bit of a like maybe culture differences, because as you said, Miguel, like in Poland, pączek or a donut is usually doesn't have the hole in the middle. So there is a word that entered Polish and it's called donut, right? So it's not like donut in English; it's like donut with Polish pronunciation. And yeah, that's kind of American style or like of pączek basically. So pączek became like a generic term for this kind of food, but. Yes. And what about Bulgarian? Like, do you distinguish those two kinds of pączeks?
Here's where things get funny because as far as I'm aware, we do have the word donut, which in Bulgarian that would be donut, just slightly more Cyrillicized pronunciation, which does refer to those American style donuts with the hole in the center and the frosting on top. But we also do have your variant of pączek, which is like those small bowls with a sugar on top. But for both kinds of donuts, we just use one word, poniczka. It's like the catch-all term for all types of donuts that we use. But yeah, there is technically a difference between a donut, like an American donut, and the other kind of donut. And it's far more common for you to find the ball style of donuts sold in like street markets or in like small booths. There are sometimes small booths in front of big supermarket chains around the country where you may find people selling these ball-shaped donuts. And I think we also have our own characteristic style of donut from the center of the country, from Kazanluk, which is like a city that's close by the Rose Valley, which is the thing that makes Bulgaria famous on the world map by having us export a lot of rose petals, rose oil, and stuff like that. But yeah, in terms of donuts, that's the situation with Bulgarian.
Okay, that's cool. So actually, it turned out that Bulgarian wasn't as difficult as we thought.
So far.
Yes. So guys, I think it's a good moment to finish the stream. I think we've done a really good job, all you guys, all the previous callers and you guys. I mean, we've covered Germanic languages, we've covered Romance languages, we've covered Slavic languages. It's an ideal live stream for the Ecolinguist channel. So I'm really glad that we managed to do that. So thank you all for joining today. And yes, the next so the next show is going to happen next week on Wednesday at the same time on the Ecolinguist channel. Because as you see, like, I'm back into streaming. I want to do it more regularly. So Wednesday, for now, I just reserved Wednesday evening for this kind of fun. And meanwhile, also, we may go live on the Slavic Languages Hub YouTube channel. So check that one out if you're interested in Slavic languages. And by the way, next week, we are actually planning to do the Latin episode with Luke Ranieri. So book it into your calendars, everybody, if you want to practice your Latin comprehension skills. But for now, that would be all. So thank you so much. And yeah, maybe see you around on Discord as well, because things are happening there. So see you around, guys. Thank you so much.